What's up, guys? It is your girl, Mary Elizabeth Taylor Jr. Welcome back to another episode of Diary of a Black Entrepreneur. Just a little side note, I have had a very interesting day, and as part of this journey, sometimes I have to keep it real with y'all. But today was extremely difficult for me, but I am still getting on here, still doing this episode because sometimes life happens and you have to really be in the moments that are hard. And I know sometimes people are like, oh, you're beating yourself up, you're beating yourself up, but those emotions that you feel are real. And sometimes we just need to acknowledge that and be in it for a little bit because if we try to ignore it, try to go on about our day, it's going to be stuck in our brain and it's not going to go anywhere until we deal with it and then move through it. So, just wanted to add that normal human, just like you, going through stuff. So, just wanted to say that really quickly. Like I said, I always like to keep it real. And now we will get into the episode. Okay, so on this episode, we are going to be talking about home retwist versus professional retwist. I personally started out with a professional when I first started my locks back in 2019. Went to someone I knew, as I probably mentioned in my 1 year lock video. My experience was good. I think that I probably should have had a little bit more research done as far as what thickness I wanted, what kind of parts I wanted, because there's something that I really considered now, with just kind of seeing how my hair type has affected, or how my scalp personally, with having acute alopecia, has affected my lock process. Because if I would have considered like the placement of my locks and like the thickness, then I could have been able to sort of not compensate, but compensate a little bit for some of those sort of hair defects that I am experiencing in this part of my journey. So, the experiences that I've had with professionals, like I said, my first experience was good. My second experience was when I decided to color my hair the red color that I showed you guys in another video. That experience was a little bit challenging. I went to someone based off of a family recommendation, which I always try to like use friends and family to sort of recommend where I go, just because I feel like I can sort of trust like someone I know's opinion versus someone completely random, right? So went to this salon, and it was kind of all over the place, a little bit of a hot mess. I think that presentation is everything, and the way that you represent yourself as a business is very important. So not gonna hold you. The presentation of what I walked into was not necessarily my favorite, and definitely contributed to why that was my first and last experience there. On top of that, I think it is extremely important for businesses to be upfront about what costs goes into your products and services, because I was told something online and thought that I had all the information, had conversations, and then got to the point of having the appointment, and it appeared that it was a lot more expensive than I had originally thought based on the information that was proposed to me in the beginning. Um, so that sort of thing to a client sort of kind of feels like you're being bullied out of more money, right? Because all the information isn't being presented to you. So I definitely think it's important for people to be upfront about their costs, not have some sort of hidden fee around the corner. Oh yeah, by the way, because you wanted this, I'm adding that sort of thing. Definitely letting people know, like, hey, are you aware that the service costs this before you start the service? Because a lot of clients can feel blindsided in that process, and that can lead to negative relationships down the line. So that's sort of my overall experience. So that was the second person that I went to get a retwist. And the third person I went to, definitely my favorite, also someone who is a family friend, super good. Definitely paid attention to what I wanted. The retwist came out really clean, really fresh for my birthday. Was super excited. But overall, mostly good experiences. But I just feel like it always takes that one bad experience to sort of kind of ruin it for a lot of the future experiences to come. Personally, since I have been retwisting my own hair, I love it. It's cheaper. I know how much pressure to put on my hair. I know what kind of products I want to put in my hair and how I want my hair to feel. I've experienced, and I forgot to mention one other experience, but it was very small that it's probably not worth capturing in this moment. But there are certain products that can make your hair feel heavy. And when people don't really understand your type, your texture, don't really ask a lot of questions because it might be newer to the experience or just maybe not have that much experience with certain hair types, then those sorts of things can matter. And if you don't speak up about it, then that sort of thing can happen, right? But since I've been doing my own hair, I haven't really been experiencing too much of that because I've been in control of it, right? I've been in control of the washes, how I scrub my hair, how I condition my hair, how I treat it in between retwists, in between washes, all those good things. And I've also been doing a lot more interlocking with my hair just because I am dying with locks, I have decided. So as far as like retwist, like I interlock it, they're very permanent. So that's something that a lot of um, locticians won't do immediately. And like sometimes I forget to ask because I'm just in the chair. I want to be in and out. But it's something that I like. And if a certain stylist does that, maybe then I might be more attracted to go to them. But personally, I'll do traditional twist with just like a comb coil, or I'll do like the interlocking. Just depends on how I feel or how much new growth has come in. But personally, I am sort of loving doing it myself because I have so much control over my hair. And I've experienced what seems like, you know, some good growth in here since I dyed my hair orange earlier this year. So yeah, I'm super excited about just sort of continuing that growth and continue having this just full control over my natural hair growth process and just seeing where it takes me from there. Alrighty, folks, that concludes this video. I want to thank you so much, so much, so much for being with me during this process. As I mentioned, if you are one of my Facebook followers, I have a little surprise. So I am going to be launching my off-market collection at midnight tonight. So it is going to be on my Facebook page. I will probably drop a link in here in this. Yeah, I'll probably drop a link in the video as well. This kind of depends on how that sort of pans out, but I will be dropping that collection. It is a super special collection for me to release because it is in a continuance of my larger collection that I plan to release at the end of the year, which might also be news to you because I don't think I actually officially talked about it yet in the channel, but I am releasing a mini collection. It is called Off Market. The collection is to support people who have experienced any sort of mental, physical, or sexual abuse throughout their lifetime, just as a way to give people like us a voice and sort of turning that struggle into power. So we are off market for BS. Okay. So if this is a brand that you feel like you can get behind or a message that you feel like you can get behind, I would love your support and going on there and purchasing some of that merch that will be on that website. Alrighty, guys, that is my special message for this week. Again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your support and continuation with that collection. It is so special to me and so important to me. You guys have no idea. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next episode. Bye.